Magenta Lust. I'm sure many of you know me from out and about and from various performances, and if you do know me, then you will know that I'm a burlesque performer. So I am going to show you a everyday burlesque look that I like to use. I'm sure many of you have never seen me without all my makeup on, but we're doing this so we can win these. Find out more details at the end of the video on how you can win this fabulous pair of nipple tassels. Right, so I have already primed my skin with some lovely moisturizer and eye brightening stuff because my eyes are a little bit puffy today from removing all my makeup. So I am going to start with a base. Now, I understand that a lot of people use different methods of applying makeup. I prefer to use my fingers for foundation and concealer like that, but if you use brushes then that's totally fine, and you don't have to use the same stuff as me because I'm very pale. But I use Maybelline New York Dream Matte Mousse number 004. So if you're anything like me and suffer from a lot of late nights, then you will have a little bit of dark circles under the eyes. You can't really sort of see them in this video, but they are there. So I like to use Hide the Blemish concealer just to brighten up the underneath of the eyes, to make them nice and wide-eyed. And as I'll show that like a proper professional, see, clearly never done this before. So, base is nice and done, so you should have a nice even application of whatever base that you use. If you like to use primer, on you go, all good. I personally don't, because I spend far too much time in the dressing room as it is. But if you like to contour your cheekbones, this doesn't actually have a name, but I know that it's an ivory powder that I have used for years. And a nice big brush. As I'm quite pale, I don't use a very dark powder for doing that. But if you have a lighter powder as well, I tend to use just a bit of like a lighter eyeshadow just to highlight the tops of the cheeks. The cheekbones even, if I can remember how to speak. For an everyday look, I still like to have a little bit of sparkle, so I use, if I just find it, where did it go? I use number 17's glitter pot in silver. I have this Master Drama Kohl liner here, there we go, which is also Maybelline, and it's a nice soft eyeliner, and I like to just draw like a wee thin line first before applying liquid eyeliner. We go over this with liquid eyeliner, and I use Collection 2000 Eye Definition. And what I like to do next is we Eyebrow pencil. I use Rimmel London Professional eyebrow pencil. Oh yes, it comes with a little brush. Makes me very excited. I actually have quite dark eyebrows sometimes, but I still use like kind of a light brown because black's slightly too heavy for what I do. I tend to use a mixture of mascaras because sometimes one just isn't enough. So I use, sometimes on occasion, number 17 Peep Show, because it's called Peep Show, I mean, who wouldn't? And Blowout Volumized Sculpt Tease Mascara, also by number 17, make sure that way, which is a nice thicker brush. I'll just show you the brushes on these ones. This is quite a nice thick brush, and this is slightly a wee bit thinner and a wee bit longer. And if you don't know why I chose the Blowout Tease one, then shouldn't be watching this video. Quite cheap, and the eyelash glue that you can get for about $4.99 lasts forever. Now this one has been used quite a lot and it's been covered in lots of gluey fingers, but it's also Lash Studio. Unfortunately, it is not very clean, and I forgot to buy a new one for this video. Yeah, these lashes are the Heartbreaker eyelashes, but they're nice full ones, and they've got like a wee flick at the end. This is just my personal preference. If you like to use individual lashes, or if you like to use big full mad ones, on you go. Again, I tend to use a variety of different techniques because sometimes this works, sometimes it doesn't. I actually use the end of a paintbrush to stick them on. As you can see, the end of my paintbrush is covered in glitter and eyelash glue. I should really clean that. But yes, it just has always worked for me. You can use a cotton bud, you can use tweezers to place them. As I said, personal preference. For one of my routines, which is based on 1950s housewife, Too Hot to Handle, I do like to add the normal little wee beauty spot. Again, just using liquid eyeliner. Pick a side. I like to go for my right side because I think the eye's prettier. And just make a nice ooey dot. I like to use Rimmel London again. Exaggerate Full Colour Lip Liner. Lindsay. And this colour, where is it gone? Because it did actually have, it's number 24 Red Diva. This is Apocalypse. Pun and a half. It's good. It's Lip Lacquer by Rimmel. I've probably pronounced that wrong, I do apologise, but look at the pun on that. Apocalypse. Makes me smile every time I look at this. But I use number 400 Big Bang. Look at the fabulous colour on this. And obviously this is a very bold lip colour for an everyday look, but you can go for just obviously a less bright red, or a pale pink, or just some lip gloss. Or you can even just use the lip liner and blend in, but the lip lacquer does look quite nice. So, if sometimes when I've been putting this on, I end up with glitter right underneath. So if that does happen, just give a nice wee wipe or a wee touch up with foundation or anything. And then I like to set everything once I'm happy with Rimmel London Clear Complexion Clarifying Powder. Oh, shite! Oh, that little reflection of me in the mirror. Oh, lovely. Anyway, I'm gonna show you a nice and simple wee hair trick just before moving on to the evening wear. Oh, this side, there we go. I'm getting confused by cameras. I am not a hairdresser, as I said. My wonderful hairdresser is not here with me at the moment, but I can do one or two things with my own hair, which is quite good. So just make sure it's all nice and brushed and fluffy. Oh, as I discover my hair is actually quite tangled. La la la. Because I'm worth it. Feel free to leave bits down if you want. Give it a nice little bit of a back comb. Use a back combing brush. I've been told to get a back combing brush by a lot of my performer friends. I guess, again, it's just habit and personal preference that I've stuck with my trusty comb. Sorry, Jerry Fox, if you end up watching this. So again, lightly, just back comb. Feel free to use a little bit of hairspray to sort that out and keep that nice. I think I'm gonna give it like a slight twist. I like to push mine slightly forward just to give that nice little wee pin curl, cheating pin curl, really, it's not a proper one. And then use nice long curvy grips. Just get that in. And again, depending, my hair is quite thin, so it will stay up with just one or two. Two little wee pin curls. Now feel free to either pin up your hair or curl the underneath. My hair sometimes like has a bit of a natural curl, so I sometimes just leave it, especially for every day. This is something that you can achieve quite quickly without the use of curlers. Then give it a nice quick blast with the hairspray just to make sure it stays. As I do it myself. Now, if you like wearing, I'm so confused about which direction this is going in. There we go. If you like to use various different hair accessories, then sorry. I like to use this. This is a little wee fascinator made by my sponsor Waves and Strays, who also made the nipple tassels that you can win if you watch the end of the video. And this has a nice wee comb at the back. They're very well made. This is one of my favourite ones that she gave me as a wee present. And I tend to wear it on my left side. I actually had to check which one's my left side. I like to wear it on my left side and just pinning it around about there, pushing it forward so that the comb is pushing forward, and then using a wee curvy grip just at the front, just to make sure it's held in place. And I did have another wee curvy grip there. Oh, no, no, it's run away. It's run away. It doesn't like me anymore. And there we go. 1950s burlesque everyday look for you to enjoy.